Hey everybody, today is Tuesday, September 10th, 2019, and today is World Suicide Prevention Day. And as someone who suffers from mental health issues, I'd like to take a moment today just to talk to you about some tips that may be able to help someone that you know, or even you who may be going through crisis. So if that's something you're interested in hearing about, stay tuned. So today, like I said, is World Suicide Prevention Day. And according to the World Health Organization, someone commits suicide every 40 seconds. 40 seconds. That's more than one person a minute that takes their life. So, and the thing is that suicide doesn't happen just out of the blue. Suicide is the culmination of a whole bunch of things, a lot of time, a lot of issues that are unresolved, that are unaddressed. And, two of the most common things that lead to suicide are depression, number one, which may seem very benign. And in the beginning, it can seem very benign because it's so easily treatable with medication, with therapy. There's so many different resources out there that we can take advantage of. The second one is PTSD. And as a veteran also, who's married to a veteran who has PTSD, I will be the first to tell you that PTSD is something serious. PTSD can lead to something even more serious if it's not taken seriously in the beginning, and treatment isn't sought out and things like that. So I got 5 things for you to help someone who may be in crisis. So the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is to ask. And I know it may sound really silly asking someone, but ask, are you thinking about suicide? Just listen to what they're saying. That's the second part. After you ask, you listen. You're not listening to answer. You're not listening to give them a solution. You're listening to show them that you very deeply care about what the issue is that they have going on. Because this issue for them is literally the difference between life and death. So as a friend, as a support person, you need to listen. You need to listen with your ears, but you also need to look with your eyes. You need to watch body language. You need to know what's normal for this person and know, are they acting normal? Are they acting out of the ordinary? What's really going on? Is this someone who never drinks and now they have 2 pints of vodka sitting on the table? So pay attention to the surroundings. Definitely do that. The third thing is going to be to do a safety check. Like I said before, things like alcohol, drugs, prescription medications, those are things that you may need to take away depending on your relationship with the person. Even something like their car, because if you take the alcohol, you take the drugs, they could just get in their car and go get some more. Number 4 is to tell someone. You want to tell, if it's not like a close family member who you know can assist you in getting this person to get some help, call the police. You can definitely call the police if someone is a danger to themselves, and the police can take them to get help. I had a situation some years back where one of my very best friends tried to commit suicide. She took some sleeping pills, and she tried to cut her wrist. So when I called her, I don't know what made me call her, or maybe she called me, I don't remember because it was a long time ago. But I knew something wasn't right. I flew over to her house and she wouldn't let me in the door. She refused to let me in the door. So guess what I did? I called the police. So the police came, they came with an ambulance, and they gave her 2 options. They said, you're going to go with the people in the ambulance, or you're going to come with us in handcuffs. Either way, you're going to the hospital. So long story short, she was very upset at me for that, for calling the police. But guess what? I don't care, because she's here today. I have zero tolerance for, not zero tolerance, but I don't care if you get mad at me because I saved your life. That was my very dear friend. She was going to leave behind children. No, you don't get to do that to them. You can't do that to them. Because for you, this may seem like the answer, but it's not. It's there's so many things to live for, so many wonderful moments that she still hadn't had, so many wonderful moments that she would have missed. She's now a grandmother of two beautiful children, and now she couldn't imagine her life without those two grandchildren. But had I not done what she didn't want me to do, she would not have been able to enjoy the company and the love that those grandchildren are giving her today. So, number 4, yes, tell someone and let them know that you're going to tell. Let them know, hey, this is beyond what I feel that I can do for you, but I'm afraid for you. So I'm going to involve a professional. Like I said, whether it involves the cops, whether it involves, I called 911 and the cops and the ambulance came, or a family member that you know will be able to get through to that person. And number 5 is to ensure that they get professional help. So this friend of mine, after we left the emergency room and everything like that, I made sure that she was going to her counseling appointments. She was still upset at me for a very long time, but her being upset at me for that time was worth it. Because like I said, today she's able to enjoy the love of her children, the love of the rest of her family, and the love of those beautiful grandchildren. So if you know someone that's in crisis, use those 5 steps. 5 steps. There's also different resources and organizations that you can reach out to for help if you're the one that's in crisis. Reach out to your friends. And those of you who aren't in crisis, who have friends that may be, reach out to them. If you have someone you know that's battling depression, you have someone you know who's battling PTSD, a veteran you know that's battling PTSD, reach out to them. For me, it's always just a simple text. Hey, just checking in on you. How you been? What's going on with you? Things like that. And, if you know the person well enough, you know what, what's right. You know what sounds right. And you know when something is off. So definitely, listen to your instincts. Trust your instincts. Trust your gut. But check in on those people. Say hey every once in a while. Let them know that you are there, that you care, that you are a resource for them. And if you're the one who's in crisis, who's struggling, reach out. If you don't have the confidence or the courage to reach out, or you feel like you have no one, believe you me, one of these resources that I put down here below this video, there are people there who care and they will help. So thank you for watching my video today. I hope that if this just helps one person, then I feel like it's been successful. So again, please, if you need help, reach out. If you're in a position where you can help someone or you know someone that needs help, reach out. Definitely reach out. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.